I helped move a bunch of busted branches over towards the street. Church was pretty good. I got asked to do more singing, and I have a chunk of wood off of this tree. I'm gonna do something to it. I don't know what. It's cool. Just helped the owner move all of that. In getting asked to do songs, I didn't exactly have any in mind, so I wasn't sure, you know, what to suggest. So I was like, I could do like a combination of House of the Rising Sun and Amazing Grace. And that's kind of dark. Well, last time I sang at church, there was, that was pretty dark. But then, that same day, we were testing microphones to see which ones worked, right? And I was just getting past microphones. And so I just started singing the coconut song. You know, I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. And that just floated a lot of boats. I was like, that's happy and silly. So yeah, I could do that. I'd like to get some accompaniment. Don't want to just be me and the drum again. I came off kind of bland, despite being a dark song. Anyway, I'm headed back to the house now. Okay, I have my kids home and things are starting to settle down. I'm getting a little more normal. Awesome. I watched earlier a really cool movie. It's a Chris Pine movie, Hell or High Water. I think it's from 2016. It was really good. It was also very, very accurate in a lot of things, particularly what West Texas is like, the tiny little towns, the mannerisms, the accents, the much harder accents in folks from older generations versus the muted accents from, Gen X and Millennial. It's kind of dying off, the typical Old West accent. And don't get me wrong, this is not a John Wayne thing. Nobody talked like John Wayne. That wasn't a thing. It was so flat. There were just webs and webs of pump jacks everywhere. Yeah, it was really good. That was top notch. I really enjoyed the movie. Alright, it is dinner time though, and because I didn't eat before I ran out, and then just got back a little while ago. I'm having a big glass of water because I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to push myself to drink a decent amount of water every day, and I can't commit to doing that before my coffee or before noon. But just if I can just manage one large glass, that's about 2 cups for me. Anyway, actual water. I'm working on it. It's in progress. My birthday's tomorrow, so that's how I usually do my New Year's resolutions. It's usually around my birthday. So, rabbit food. The bottom layer of this semi-taco chalupa looking thing over here is actually a pita, whole grains, or 7 grains, something like that. There was lots of ancient grains or something. Then there's roasted red pepper hummus, organic even. A very thin layer of shaved beef, gyro meat. Some tzatziki, which has big chunks of cucumber in it that I wasn't expecting. And then, of course, the spinach. I'm going to chow down on that. I'm going to watch Stargate because I'm not done. Not by a long shot. Let me see. Where was I at? I'm still in season 4. And I'm going to start tonight with episode 2. Okay, I watched a lot of SG1, drank some water, ate pistachios. Well, okay, I snacked pretty heavily on the pistachios. And, confronted John about why he's not yet in bed. He had several delays. I feel like I could have done better, but I'm trying to go easy on myself because I haven't been feeling awesome. So I'm feeling a little more awesome today than I had been for a while. Like a weight has been lifted. Anyway, gotta get after it in the morning, but technically it's past midnight. That makes it my birthday. I need to remember to pick up a cake tomorrow, and my kids say they are up for milkshakes after school, so we'll probably go do that. That should be fun. Not a bad start to my birthday. Got out the door on time, got my kids dropped off on time, stopped by the church to check on the little free pantry. There wasn't a lot of protein options, so I stocked some chili and a can of tuna and a couple of boxes of macaroni and cheese. There was mostly junk food in there. And then I went over to H-E-B and I grabbed a half gallon of milk and a small carrot cake, and I had them put a big pink 37 on the top of it. My kids will like that. Guys, I messed up. I got my kids from school. We went to a place. We got the giant milkshakes. The 3 days worth of sugar milkshakes. I think I'm having I crash. I feel awful. This is like this is low grade hangover off sugar. I'm not feeling great. But that milkshake is not a reasonable amount of food today. So I've gone into the kitchen and just grabbed some stuff that isn't sugary to try to sort myself out. I feel awful. I have already been drinking some water. I'm munching on some celery. I grabbed 3 stalks in total. I'm going to have, I'm going to roast it. Seaweed snack. This is teriyaki flavored roasted seaweed. You can eat them like potato chips, but they're little thin sheets of seaweed. Sometimes plain. I like the sea salt ones, alright. It's kind of whatever. These taste a lot better when you apply rice to them when eating them. And of course, I also have a little cup here of plain white rice. I'm still working on water, but oh my gosh. I really, for a little while there, I really thought I was going to be sick, but plain white rice to go in seaweed snacks, and then also celery, so it's not exactly the most nutritious thing, but seaweed actually has a lot of iron in it, and I am mildly anemic, so that could be good. Also, I've got a can of smoked oysters in the kitchen. That would help get my iron up. I'm feeling a little bit wobbly. I never learned how to roll anything very well. I guess that's a sign of my clean living. Got a few cousins who could probably manage it though. I don't even want any diet soda right now. I don't want anything sweet. I don't even really want anything with a whole lot of flavor in it. Even my I don't even feel like watching Stargate. I think I'm gonna look for some true crime stuff. So, if you're ever in the Austin area, avoid the Yard Milkshake Bar because they haven't gotten to the point yet where they will give you a shot of insulin as you come in the door, which apparently is necessary. Why did I think this was a good idea? I'm gonna have some very bland food and a lot of water and try to sort myself out. This was a terrible mistake. Worth it! I didn't manage to get as much editing as I had planned to do. Done. Still working on my water. Watched some Stargate. Although I got through a couple episodes of Forensic Files first. Marina Sirtis was in one of them. That was neat. I need to go check on John, see what he's getting into. He's trying to sort out some Dungeons and Dragons character sheets and stuff for his little friend from school. He's trying to, rope into the game. You would think he'd be able to print these at school. You'd think the printer we have here would work. Like anybody could just Bluetooth into the dang thing. It has that. I don't know why it doesn't work. Anyway, yeah, I'm trying really hard to rearrange my schedule so I can get more sleep by going to bed earlier, but it's taken me a while to get that rolling. Still working on it. This is pitifully stocked, and I gotta dodge some ants. They're coming up. Okay, still not ideal, but at least there's stuff in here. Okay, I'm barely awake, but my kids got to school on time. Now I am headed home. Took my glasses off to walk around. Don't think I don't have them. See. Alright, it is a little warm in here for the fleece I'm wearing, but whatever. I'm having a day. John decided last minute he does want to go to the pool this evening. So if the weather will behave itself and just continue to sprinkle and be cloudy and not have any thunder or lightning, we may be able to manage this. Obviously, he just wants to go get in the pool, float around, and inflate his shirt. It's dinner time. I haven't had a lot of sugar today, so I may actually wind up with a slice of my cake later. It didn't get touched yesterday. This is canned chili, Wolf brand even, with sharp cheddar cheese and a warmed up low-carb tortilla. And water. And until John is ready to leave, I guess I'm watching Stargate. Or maybe YouTube. I haven't decided yet. My head is killing me. I took John to the pool. Got him all set up with a membership, although the price has gone up. And so it is going to take 34. He already knocked one down. 34 more trips swimming to pay off the amount that I paid for the 1-year membership. If he can do 35 swims, then it will have been worth the effort. 36 and forward would be not costing anything when comparing to the price of the day pass. $210 was still a lot in one go, so yeah. You better get those 35 swims in or I'm gonna lose it. I just got home. It's a little bit cool outside, and John had convinced me to run into Walmart and grab him the biggest bag they had of Reese's Pieces and Dr. Pepper. Whatever. I'm sure he burned a ton of energy in the water today because he was exhausted when he got out. Which is what we're going for, of course. You know, responsible mom needs to get her very sedentary child to move. Unplug and do that thing. Anyway, just got home and I was presented with a couple of things that they were meant to arrive sooner, but whatever. Yeah, I seemed to be a little confused about them though. He's like, here, they were on your wish list. And so I'm like, oh, awesome, great. And I explained that this digital indoor humidity and temperature monitor will help me, because I'm going to put it in my closet where I make my hooch. And this will ensure that I can keep said hooch at good temperatures, healthy temperatures for the yeast. That matters a lot. And then this plastic part, this is the best thing ever. I'm gonna show you why. Okay, so hang on a second, I'm gonna flip this around. Okay, this is the tripod that I use when filming my dinner clips. And this is apart from another tripod, but I bought this tripod at Goodwill and I got this. This came with a really cheap one from Walmart. And theoretically, this base, this square base, should slide underneath the corners back here. And this little lip, I don't even know if this is very visible, this little lip right here should slide over the other side of the base and hold it in there. But what happens is I put my phone in here to record, and then if I bump anything, it just goes flying. This is a larger box, so it'll slip in there once I get the little phone holder on there, right? And then it won't move at all. Not unless I move it. So anyway, I'm very, very happy with that. Still need to put up my green screen. Oh, and I got some editing done while we were at the pool, and I deleted some stuff, so I'm very close to getting another week uploaded. I'm trying here. It feels like I've fallen further and further behind, but I'm trying. I am trying, so help me. To have an early night tonight. Did get editing done earlier at the pool. Vitamins, skincare, whole 9 yards this evening. But I'm really tired. And my kids are really loud. I'm gonna go shoo them apart and turn in. Hopefully they'll pipe down and do the same. Oh no, that's gonna register on the microphone. I just want to make it very clear and mark the time and occasion. Now, I am fairly certain this vehicle has gremlins. Something sounds like it's getting chewed on. I just did the oil change recently. This sucks. I had an interesting afternoon. It was not fun. I go to middle school to pick up my youngest, as I always do, and I get in line and I realize the car is overheating. The little temperature light comes on and the temperature gauge is all the way to hot, and I could hear the noises this morning while it was cold out. It was pretty cool out this afternoon too. It was only like 49 degrees Celsius. Anyway, pulled into a parking spot, popped the hood. There was a little bit of smoke. Didn't look like steam in the kitchen, that's for sure. And so I I let it cool off, and I hollered at my mom, and I hollered at Bruce, and like, so car issues, we need an alternate plan. I let it cool off, and got John from the walkway, and my mom went and picked up Bruce. And then we unloaded a bunch of half-drank water bottles, thank goodness for John's annoying habits, into the radiator once it had cooled off. But this was fun. This was fun. This was so much fun, having a chunk of deteriorated rubber come apart in my hand. So my mom went a little early to get me a new radiator cap before going to her martial arts stuff this evening. My dad's got some fun work stuff happening. I have had such a headache all afternoon and even now. Anyway, it's dinner time. I made my kids some carbs with extra cholesterol because that is what they choose to eat. So this is fettuccine alfredo with canned chicken in it. The alfredo sauce is roasted garlic, organic from HEB. It's one of the store brands. I don't know if it's like Central Market, which is an HEB brand. Actual Organics by HEB or whatever the heck, but that's what it is, and it's pretty good. And sprinkled on top is Parmesan cheese with spices. Also an HEB brand. And I don't remember about the garlic breadstick. But Bruce was eating one in the kitchen and then told me that it was so soft. So, like, I needed to know that. I had one the other day, but I microwaved it and it turned out crunchy. Not fun. It was like trying to eat a giant crouton. Only there may have been cement in the dough, kind of crunchy. I'm also drinking this diet green tea, citrus flavored tea. I'm also working on a glass of water because I promised myself that once I had actually drank a glass of water that I would allow myself to get into some adulterated ginger ale. I'm gonna watch probably What We Do in the Shadows. I don't need any more stress. I don't need any more stress today. That's it. I'm good. I'm fine. It's dark in here. My mom got a flat tire. And, well, Dad didn't need to be driving. So he asked me to drive the big beastie truck and him down here so that he could help her get that changed. So, of course, I informed my kids, and now they're playing with a floor jack and getting this impact wrench out and getting this handled so we can all go home. But it's a little bit cold outside, and I didn't grab my coat, and I didn't put on warmer pants, so I'm just going to sit right here while they're handling that. I went out this morning, dropped my kids off, and despite the fact that it was pretty chilly, I nearly overheated just getting home. Not great. So I went to put more water in my radiator, which I know I need to get some radiator fluid and put that in the radiator. I decided to do that before leaving to go pick them up today. And I went out there and I popped the brand new, shiny, awesome new cap off, right? And I immediately took this picture. I'm saying immediately a lot. And I sent it to my dad. I said, that's different. I expected, you know, maybe he would text me some advice or just don't do anything or take your mom's car or something like that. No. this was important enough that he like jumped off of whatever he was doing for work probably and came out to have a look. Filled it up all the way, told me to start it with the radiator cap off so he could see what it was doing. The water's kind of murky. That's probably not a good sign. And he said those flecks are probably an indication of rust, which would be an indication of very likely a messed up head gasket, which could completely destroy the engine. I like this car. I need it to stop messing with me. I need to pick up my kids, stuff my face probably, grab my headphones which are charging, and go out to the church and open up the doors and turn on all the lights for anybody who wants to come in and see art. But while I'm there, I'll be editing. So, not a total waste of my time if no one shows up. If anybody does show up, here's the art. Okay, everything is stirred up and weird because I have been cleaning. So, yeah, cleaning leatherworking projects from forever ago. But I got a lot of vacuuming done in here, which is always good for my asthma, except for the initial part where it stirs it up, and that's not good. But I don't really have time to wait on dinner because I have to get to the church and open up the building at like 5:30, 6:30. Those are Clorox wipes behind me. And a stack of clean hoodies. I got a whole grain or ancient grains or whatever pita, roasted red pepper, hummus, tzatziki, and spinach leaves. But there's no protein in that, so I also grabbed a little can of smoked oysters, and I'm probably going to listen to some Reddit videos as I eat. Alright, I've been watching The Expanse again. And I tried out a fun little gizmo I got for my birthday, which is an electric candle lighter. It's got a decent little range on there. These little prongs pop out, and of course it's chargeable. It's so neat. Yeah, it's a Rayoner, and I don't know, I found it on Amazon, stuck it on my wish list. Folks got it for me, and just like tiny little taser that starts fires. Very neat. Yeah, I could cause some trouble with this thing. Not that I plan to. I'm gonna try to get up a little bit earlier than I have been. Try to be a little more functional. The car seems to be doing well now. Or I should say for now. And I don't know, I'm kind of looking forward to the weekend. I'm supposed to go to Austin and help somebody organize their apartment. Longtime friend. Since I was a kid, actually. Since I was about 14, 15. So, my kids will be back with their dad, and then I guess Sunday will be pretty quiet. I'm going to finish this episode, which is episode 4 of season 1, and then I might call it a night. Head out to get my kids. I finished vacuuming, like real deep clean kind of vacuuming with the shop vac in my room this morning. Got a couple of laundry loads done and put away. I got a third one, not quite ready, but I gotta go do my children pickups. So I'll be able to get them all sorted out and off to their dads at the appropriate time. Awesome. I've been listening to Reddit stories by Mark Narrations. Honestly, I was doing that most of the morning too, with all the laundry and vacuuming and stuff, because these are slightly noise canceling, so I listen to them while I'm vacuuming. But it's not good when I'm cooking and Bruce walks up behind me and taps me on the shoulder, because he's very lucky he didn't get a pan full of hot oil to the face. I, of course, would never do this on purpose. But to put things lightly, I'm a little bit jumpy. Alright, so here's dinner, right? I made some French toast, maple syrup, semi-pre-cooked bacon that I then dunked in oil and is now nice and crispy. Kind of like eating dry leaves. That's the level crispy bacon needs to be, but also still hot. And a couple of hash browns. And I'm working on some water. I think this is my 3rd glass today. It's a big glass. So I'm feeling nice and hydrated. And once my kids are all set, I'm going to go take them down to their dad's. Then maybe I can get some editing done this evening. I'm going to try. Okay, have I been editing? Heck no. No, of course not. No, I've been playing with my laser. It's not a real laser, it's intense pulse light that's for getting dark hair in light skin to not grow. It's the middle of winter, if that gives you any clue. So I'm going to try to get some sleep, because tomorrow, if all goes well, I will be headed to Austin to go help a good friend move furniture around and rearrange things and deep clean, that kind of thing. Probably also talk about life choices while we're at it. That does seem to be the way our conversations go. I don't really know much past that. Yeah, it's a clear sunny morning, pretty nice actually, and I'm headed down to Austin to go help my friend out. This is the same friend I went to Bee Cave with, and we went to the Elizabeth Ney Museum. That was in a different video. I don't remember which video that was. That was last year, sometime in May, I think. I think it was May. Good friend from even as far back as when I was a teenager. She's in her 60s now, and we're gonna rearrange our apartment. I'm at Goodwill looking at interesting stuff, and it is it's 312. Lego lamp. That's amazing. I don't even know what to think about this. I'm in South Austin. We did good. We got this living room completely rearranged, got the whole floor swept, and got a significant amount of rearranging and organizing done. And then we went and got a burger at Little Dottie's, which is like Hop Dottie's, but they have chicken there, whereas some of the Hop Dottie's locations don't. I had what was it, Good Night, Good Cause burger, and it was really, really nice. Their fries are good too. And now I'm just kind of gonna goof off on my way home. Hopefully before the traffic gets too out of hand. Let's face it, it's not going to be as easy a drive home as it was to get down here, because everybody was sleeping in because it's Saturday. That's okay. Okay, for dinner, I was goofing off and I did not get any footage of it, but I drove to a nearby town in the dark. You know what? It was nice. It was peaceful. It was quiet, and that's good. And I picked up chicken nuggets and french fries and Diet Coke. And then I came back here, and then I watched a Mel Brooks movie. And that was awesome. That was Robin Hood Men in Tights. Yeah, tights. It's top notch stuff. Probably the Mel Brooks movie I have seen the most times, if I'm being completely honest. And I am about to fall over. So that's how my night has gone. And I got church in the morning. So thanks for sharing my week with me.